So first I wanted to bring up unit distance codes just because we've already seen these before, and I just wanted to bring the term to your knowledge. So if you recall in our K-map, we had this really funny ordering of how the K-map was set up. And if you recall from my lecture, I mentioned that was because the K-map makes use of this theorem called the adjacency theorem, looking at adjacent terms to find commonalities between them. And it was numbered in this fashion, this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because the adjacent terms then only had a unit bit difference between them. So what does it mean to be a distance or a unit distance code? First, let's talk about what the distance is between two binary numbers. So if you look at page 238 in your textbook, you can say if you have code word A as all zeros and code word B as all ones, the distance between word A and word B is 5, because you have to toggle or change 5 of these bits from a 0 to a 1 to get from word A to word B. Whereas in this case, word A is 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and word B is 0, 1, 1, 0. Well, the first 0 is the same in both, so you don't need to change that. Then you're going to need to change this 1 to a 0, so that's one distance. The middle one and this other one and the rest you don't need to change. So there's only a single bit or a single unit distance between these two code words. And then in this one, as you can see, there's a 4-bit difference. You have to change this 0, have to change this 0, this 1 can stay the same, have to change this 1, have to change this 1. So that's what it means to have a distance between code words. Now, unit distance codes then are an ordering of bits where there's only a single unit between each order, just like we saw in the K-map. So a 2-bit unit distance code would go from 0, 0 to 0, 1, and then you'd think, oh, I'll go from 1 to 2, but there is a 2-bit difference between the number 1 and 2. So that's why then it jumps to 3 and then 2. So the 4-bit unit distance code could look something like this. You start with a 1, then go to a 3, and a 7, and a 15. You see here you're toggling just 1 bit each time. And then you go down to a 14 because you're toggling just 1 bit. So these are just examples of different unit distance codes. And we've already seen one application of them, which is in a K-map. Alright, that's all I wanted to say about unit distance codes. I just wanted you to be familiar with that terminology.